Hey guys, Mark here. How you guys doing this week? I am doing fantastic. What I want to do is I want to start a video series on a program that Wisconsin has, and it's called the Rustic Roads. And I'm sorry if you're hearing like laughing and giggling and screams and stuff. My son and his fiance are downstairs in her room and they're just having a ball. There's no sound insulation between the floor and stuff, so sorry if you're hearing them. But what I want to do is I want to show you the website. I want to show you what this program is all about, and then we'll go on a ride. Cool? Okay, so this is going to take us to the wisconsindot.gov site. And this is the page that, well, technically this isn't the page that would pop up, but this is the page I have saved. All right, to get to this page though, you'll go to the travel, and you'll see a whole list of things. We want travel by road. So we're going down there, then we'll come down here. Many different things here, highway maps, out-of-state travel, park and rides, rest areas. This is the rustic roads, and then this is the scenic byways. I'm kind of interested in doing the scenic byways, but Wisconsin only has like 5 or 6, so we don't have that many. So I'm trying to figure out if it's actually worth it for me to go and do these. And the thing is that 3 of the 5 are way up north. Ashland County, Door County, the Nicollet Forest. You know, that's a full day's travel just to get up into those areas. So scenic byways right now, I'm interested, but just not feasible. So we're going to go into the rustic roads. Okay, so this is the rustic roads page. Tells you all about the rustic roads. It's been created over 40 years ago. They're up to 122 roads, and more roads are added all the time. When I first found this program, it was like 111, I think, something like that. Yeah, 111. And I think they covered like 340 miles or something like that. And now they're up to 122, covering 740 miles. That's cool. But here they talk about what makes up a rustic road. They could be land features, just scenic views, maybe a rock feature or something like that. Maybe something that has to do with glaciated land and stuff from when glaciers were here 10,000 years ago. So that's what all this is. And some more stuff here about it. This right here is a rustic road sign, and this is what you're going to look for when you're out on the road, because Wisconsin lets you document the roads that you travel, and they give you a reward program for that. So what we're going to do is first we need to come over to explore the rustic road. Again, a little blurb on information about it. They have a printable road guide, so you just click that link and you can download the road guide, but everything that's on that guide is actually on the website. So we can go to Rustic Roads Motorcycle Tour, and we're going to go to that page because when it comes to motorcycles, they did a lot of cool stuff for us. So what this is that when you stop at the rustic road and take a picture of that sign I just showed you, once you accumulate 10 pictures, you will earn yourself that patch. Yeah, it's really kind of cool. Now, the thing is, you don't have to sit there and keep track of how many you have, okay? And you don't have to send in all 10 at once. You know, if you're sitting there riding along and, oh, there's a rustic road, I'll just stop off, take a picture, ride the road. You can turn around and send that in immediately, along with, I think it was your license plate, your name, your address, stuff like that. And they'll keep track of that for you. And when you accumulate your 10, they will automatically send you the patch. Ain't that cool? So this is basically telling you all about that information. And then in addition to the 10, if you do 25, they'll actually send you a state issued certificate that you can frame, put on your wall. I've got mine hanging up in the garage outside, along with, you know, my certificate of ministry, my iron butt ride certificates, my Jedi Knight certificate. Just all my crazy stuff is out in the garage. So yeah, that's really cool that you can do that. And then the information down here, if you want to print off a photograph and send in the information through mail, you can do it that way. They also have a email address down here, and you can just send them an email with the pictures attached to the email. Okay, so now that you know what this is all about, we're going to go to maps and descriptions. And this here, of course, is a map of Wisconsin, and all these little black squares have numbers on them, and those are all rustic roads. I told you there's like 122 of them as of right now. You know, by the end of the year there could be more. There may be one or two more added on before the end of the year. Who knows? They've divided Wisconsin into 4 sections, okay? So you got your northeast, northwest, your southwest, southeast. All right, I live down here in the southeast quadrant, so let's click on that. All right, so here is that southeast area. Here's Rock County, and you can see that we've got a couple of number boxes there. But I'm not going to do those today. The one I want to do today is number 90. So we're just going to come over here and click on 90. Now this is just a write-up about the road. It's in the southeast portion of Wisconsin. It's in Greene County. Portions of Preston, Mill, and Kaderly roads are being used. And it's between County OK and County G. So down here in this little drawn map, which I also have at the beginning of the video, that's OK right here, County OK. And then this is County G here. Kaderly Road is here, North Mill Road is here, Preston Road is there. Cool, huh? Okay, this says that it's 3.2 miles. The surface they're listed as unpaved, and I don't quite agree with that. Yes, probably about 80% of it is unpaved gravel road. But the little part of North Mill Road here, that is a paved portion of road right here. So it's not completely unpaved. There is some pavement there. And then they just have a little right up here. This one says, local residents go out of their way to travel along this quiet country road. It offers stunning vistas of rolling countryside rising to distant hills. Stalwart, 300-year-old oak, basswood, hickory, and maple form a shady green tunnel in spring and summer that turns rustic and gold in autumn. On County G at the eastern end of the route, which they're talking about over here, is a striking contrast of yesterday and today, a weathered old barn opposite a large modern dairy operation. And yes, that is a huge dairy operation. And if you don't like the smell of cow manure, you might not even want to do this road, because more than likely you're going to smell it. I personally like the smell of cow manure because it tells me how healthy their cows are, really. I like good smelling cow manure. Okay, so that's what this is. This is a little photograph of the road there. I can tell you right now that this was taken along that area right there. You know, this map is fine, but it doesn't give you any idea of what's around the area. So if you're not from Wisconsin or from the area, you might not know the towns. Now what they've done is they've gone in and they've put in this Google map, and you can click on the little link there, and it brings up a nice big Google map image for you, and you can scroll out and see the surrounding area. So there's our rustic road that we're going to travel. There's Judah, Broadhead, Orfordville, Beloit's way over here, Janesville's way up here. So now that gives me the idea of where I am and what I can do. You know, if something happens when I'm out there, maybe I need gas or something like that, I can go into Judah or I can go into Broadhead and get gas out of those places. This is an awesome program, and they do a lot to help out the motorcyclists, like I said, with those patches and those certificates. Now, when you stop at the road sign to take your picture, some of them might be missing. They may be broken. It might just have the placard sign of the logo, the Rustic Roads logo, but then the number sign's missing. You know, stuff like that. So when you come up to this sign here, you know, you might only have that much on the road, you know, that you can take a picture of, and or maybe it'll have the number sign, but maybe the number sign's missing or broken or whatever. Usually these mile signs, they could be there, they could not. The thing is that when you take your picture, if the sign's not there, try to get a picture of the cross street signs on the corner, and just kind of let them know that you stopped to take a picture of the sign, but the sign wasn't there. They're not going to give you any grief about it. They'll still chalk it up and say, yep, that's correct. So, okay, so that's everything I wanted to tell you. And what I want to do now is we're going to jump on the bike. We're going to ride over to Rustic Road 90, and we're going to go for a ride. Okay guys, here we are. We are at Rustic Road 90. This is the road. Of course, Angel's right there, and there is the sign. So if you wanted to, you take this picture and you register that you've ridden the road, and that's what you send in to the DOT people. And as you can tell, that sign, the 90, is actually broken off the sign. But again, you know, that's no concern of theirs. You know, they know, and they'll keep track of it. You just tell them that it's Rustic Road 90 and they'll believe you. So we are going to go down this road. There are a couple of sharp turns on here. I only do about maybe 30 miles an hour on gravel. This gravel is very well packed. There's no big ruts, but I mean, things have changed over time. Maybe there are some spots that you gotta be careful of. So this is Rustic Road 90. Let's go for a ride. Looks like some people did some fresh mowing over here, so a little bit of grass on the road, but not much. Got cornfield on one side, soybeans on the other. Lots of prairie flowers along the roadside. I'm seeing lots of butterflies and grasshoppers, whatnot, flying around them. Here's my first sharp curve. And it's not horrible, especially if you're in a car. But on a bike, slow down. You're in no big hurry to ride these roads anyway. Look at all the birds. Wow, look at all those guys. Chase them down, chase them down. This is actually a pretty blind curve, so you don't know what's coming up on the other side. So, and then lots of butterflies, lots of flowers around. Silos out here. The foundation of an old building there, not much else. A couple of tractor bins and whatnot. Looser than the last time I was on it, so I seem to be sliding around just a little bit more than normal. 30 mile an hour comfortably. There's big trees. Some fresh ditch work done right there. That was some fresh gravel. Alright, so here is North Mill Road, and we're going to make a left-hand turn on that. Now this is the one part of the Rustic Road that is paved. We're going to go up to the barn up there. There's a road right across from it. And that's the, was it Preston Road? Again, lots of flowers on the side of the road. Broken up. Preston Road will also have a couple of those sharp 90-degree curves. There's a little bit of the tree tunneling that they were talking about in the description of the road on the DOT webpage. Not much of it, but a little bit. Right there, not bad. Nice view over there, huh? To me, this last curve up here is the trickiest, because you're going to be going downhill on gravel. Here's the tunnel of trees. Nice shady spot. Guys, this is the end of Rustic Road 90. Okay guys, that is all of Rustic Road 90. It is such a fun little ride. Again, if you're not used to driving on gravel, maybe pass this one up. But it is fairly firmly packed down. The only thing you gotta be careful of is along the sides. It gets a little sandy and soft. I want to thank you guys for coming out with me and enjoying this road. And I'm hoping to make this a series. There's a lot of these roads in the state and I want to do them all. Alright, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the road.